Thank you, ladies, for being here today. Shannon, first, can you tell us about the Tech Hub that's right here on the Picknelly Center at, 207 Maple Street?
Yes.
So when did it open? What's in there?
Well, we actually opened. This is our third week in operation. So we had our grand opening on October 25th. And we are partnered with the Western Massachusetts Alliance for Digital Equity, which is part of a statewide effort through the Massachusetts Broadband Institute, who has given funding to this area to provide a host of services. And we've been tasked to provide digital literacy workshops, helping people get connected to the internet. We do device deployment as we have the resources, and we are also providing help desk support. So if people have a computer that they need help with, maybe it's running slow or has a virus, or maybe they got a new phone and don't know how to transfer their data over, somebody came in and asked for help with how to use the Stop and Shop app so they could save money when they went grocery shopping and use coupons. So we are open Tuesdays through Thursdays from 12 to 6, and we are hosting community workshops at noon and at 5 on those days.
What is digital equity?
So as the digital world expands, and every day we have something new, artificial intelligence, something different that's thrown at us, right? And as that grows, the people who have access to the ability to understand and be taught these digital skills or how to engage in the digital world, that gap becomes wider. And so our job and what we feel passionate about is helping to bridge that divide, to allow people the place and space to be able to engage in workshops that help them connect with family, engage with their doctors, help them excel in work or at school, whatever it is that they need. We're here to help bridge that gap.
Lasharie, what is the most valuable? What are among the valuable lessons you learned as a graduate of the Tech Foundry class?
There was a lot of them. It's really a two-part course because part of it you're learning about technical skills and IT support. So that was a very valuable piece for me. But then there's also they teach you about job training, right? How to write a resume that'll, go through the ATS system online and,
What's the ATS system?
So it's basically a system that can weed out candidates that are not necessarily the right fit for a job. So there's certain keywords that they pick up on in a resume to know if you're a good fit for that job.
Okay. Are most resumes now going through online? It's not really you send it in the old mail
right
to the post office. You're doing it online.
Mm-hmm. Correct.
And that's what you're talking about.
Yes.
They'll find the keywords.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Uh-huh.
And so, sometimes your resume won't even get looked at if you don't have certain keywords in there based on the job description.
Wow.
So if there's 100 resumes, it'll pick out the top 10 that have the most keywords that fit the description. So your resume might not even be seen. So they taught us about stuff like that.
What are some of the keywords in your resume?
It depends on the job that I'm applying for, but technology, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or tech technical support, right? It really does depend on the job.
Yeah.
But sorry, I'm trying to think about
that. No, it's okay.
For me, outreach, community outreach, customer service. There's a lot of different things, like I said, depending on the job, but it will help you to focus your resume towards the job that you're applying for. So that's something that I did learn at Tech Foundry. Also, how to dress professional, how to, time blocking, how to work with a calendar, making appointments, a lot of essential skills that you need at a job that we don't necessarily learn in school.
Yeah. Yeah. Am I talking with two geeks right now?
I
want to know where I am. Okay.
I actually am a nurse and social worker and minister by background. And so I came here because the idea of promoting digital equity and helping to get this from concept to implementation was something that was very exciting to me. And a huge part of what we do, and really the vision and how it started, was to provide service learning as professional development for Tech Foundry graduates, which is, having Lasharie here is like, that's the dream, right? So to be able to provide people those opportunities for leadership and professional development that help them grow, I mean, that's why I'm here.
Earlier, Shannon, you said also digital deployment or something like that.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
So it just means that we have been given a certain amount of laptops.
Oh.
So as we receive them, our job is to give them away to people who need them, to deploy them into the community.
Is it people who go through the program, or is it the public at large?
Yeah, we've actually set up a couple different structures. So we had somebody come in who's taken every single class. His goal is to go into the Tech Foundry 18-month program. That, again, is a dream, to have somebody start with us, get the skills they need to go into the 18-week program, and then graduate.
18-week, not 18-month.
Right, 18-week.
18-week program.
And so we recognized immediately after the second class, I said, do you have a laptop at home? And he said, no. And I said, would you like one? And his eyes lit up. And so that was the first computer that we gave away.
Wow.
So as we see a need, and people who, are engaging in our classes, and we take them through just a brief kind of, how do you set up your computer and get them logged in and make sure their email is established when we give them out. And then we have other programs because we work in the community as well. Like we just worked, we have been going to a local shelter for young moms. And so if they have a need for a laptop in that program, we can work with that program to give them to the moms as well. So we're in person here at PAFEC, Picknelly Adult and Family Education Center, and then we're doing community workshops too.
What are Lasharie, how did you get engaged with the Tech Foundry? How did
Initially?
You know, how did you know it even existed?
I actually I learned about them at one of those career fair. It was an orientation through the DTA, and they give you a bunch of different options. Like they have the Jumpstart program, and they have CNA classes, just different workshops or different, they call them kind of like boot camps to help you kind of get started in a career. And so I saw that Tech Foundry was presenting, and the way they explained it to me, it was just very appealing to me, right? I have 3 sons. They're all technically literate, right? They're very good
Gifted.
with tech. Yeah, gifted.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so I was like, I would love to be able to, be more involved in what they're interested in. And I know that everything has become technical nowadays. Everything is on the internet or has an app or, a phone. Almost everything we do these days, there's a way to do it using the internet.
Before you say something, I just want to do kudos, hats off, gratitude to Lasharie, because she's the one who told me, well, if you put the camera over there, maybe the 3 of us will appear. That was excellent. Yes, Shannon. Oh, I thought you were going to say something.
Nope.
And so you got interested in it because your children were savvy in it, because you were at a fair and you saw it. But what was the thing that clicked in your head? Like, I have because you have to have aptitude to do this, right? It's not just anyone that can learn tech. I include myself in the population that could not learn it.
Well,
because you have to know calculus and stuff like that.
No.
Oh, no?
No,
Oh,
there's
I got it
ways
all wrong.
around that.
See?
These
I don't know
days.
anything about tech.
For me, I mean, I did go through the Jumpstart program to become a pharmacy technician. And
What's a pharmacy technician?
So people who fill the prescriptions in the pharmacy.
Okay.
But you have to get certified to be able to do that. And so I took a course through Jumpstart that kind of brought me in that direction. And I did that for a few years. And I think that gave me the confidence, okay, I've done something I've, never tried before, and I was successful. I was able to do it. I think I can do it again. And so I just went in very open-minded, and they basically told me, even if you have barely any computer skills, we're going to start at the very bottom and we're going to work our way up. And so I'm like, you know what? Why not? Right? Why not?
Right.
And it gives you the opportunity to go in a million different directions. Technology is everywhere. You can use it in the medical field. You can use it in office, an office. You can use it just about anywhere. I mean, even the cash registers that they're running nowadays are like, you have to have some sort of tech skill to learn how to do it. And so I'm like, I can take this anywhere. So it's good to have under my belt. And so I tried. It was, I wasn't sure, but I still put myself out there and I tried. And I surprised myself a lot, and I'm glad I did it. So, yeah.
Are you gifted in technology like
I
your
was
children
not.
are?
No, I was not.
Okay. So you really had to learn like
I knew how to
basic-
use a phone,
Yeah.
right? But I
Yeah.
could use a phone.
Yeah.
I could turn on a computer.
Yeah.
But, maybe type something in Microsoft Word.
Yeah.
But that was about it.
Well, and Shannon, like when you're here on Maple Street at the Picknelly Center, next to the bus station, like, do people wander in and say,
Yes.
what's going on? What's this?
Yes.
And what do you say to them?
Well, welcome. We're so happy you're here. And how can we help you? That's for me always the first way to engage with somebody. What is it that you need? Here's what we can provide, but tell me what you need and let's build around that and help you achieve your goals.
When I was speaking earlier with Marie-Ange and Phil, they said, look, the classes, they don't cost anything,
Right.
but we're very picky about who goes in.
Yeah.
What was that like, Lasharie, to fill out? Because it sounded like you're filling out you have to,
an
fill in the
application,
circles.
yeah.
You have to answer multiple questions. What was that process like to go through the application?
It was scary for me. I mean, taking that first step is the scariest thing, right? That for me, I couldn't even believe I was doing it until I got the phone call, right? So you do have to fill out an application. You talk a little bit about your background, why you're interested in doing this. And then you do have to take a quiz. It's a short quiz just to see where you're at, like with tech skills. And then you have to do an interview. And for me, I had been out of the interview game for over 6 years. So I was very nervous doing it. And I remember just like crossing my fingers and waiting every day to hear back, like, am I going to get in? Am I going to get accepted? And when I did, I mean, I shocked myself. I was just so proud of that moment. And that's when the real work was really beginning. So all of those emotions just to get to that point. But you really just have to try, because if you don't try, you're not going to succeed.
Yeah, that's such a great point. It's how to motivate people to give it a try.
Right.
Maybe you have tons of things happening in your personal life, and maybe you went through an educational system that was extremely challenging, to put it that way. Then it's just like this Tech Foundry seems to be directed towards, okay, all these other places didn't give you a chance,
Right.
but we will. If you can fill out the application process and the interview, and we do see that you have the spark that's needed, we will work with you. Is that
Yes.
correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do I get paid for making this pitch?
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you. And so, Lasharie, what would be your ideal job with the skills you have right now?
Great question.
Because
That's a tough one.
you can
That's a
do
tough
tons of
one.
different things,
Yes.
right?
Yeah. I mean, my ideal job, I would just be like a food taster, right? A food critic. But
Oh my God, I'm so with you. Lasharie and Natalia, food tasters.
And creating apps for people to
.com.
give feedback.
Yes.
I don't know. I'm still on my journey, right? So right now, this position I'm in, it's a fellowship position for 1 year. And I still don't know where I'm going to go. But I know that I'm constantly learning. I'm constantly growing. And I'm excited for where the future is going to take me. I like working with the community. I like giving back to the community, helping other people to achieve what I achieved. Even when I remember being that person who was like, I don't even know how to start, right? I don't know where I'm going to go. And Tech Foundry really helped me kind of like find my bearings and gave me more direction. And I want to be able to get other people to that point, right? Help people help themselves. So,
I personally, I've never imagined myself as an IT person. I know about computers. I know that Macs are way better than Windows. Sorry, world. Do you have Macs or Windows over there?
Windows?
Yeah.
PCs? Yeah. Okay.
Question mark? No,
yeah.
just kidding.
It's basic, the phone and all that. I mean, I think I do pretty well. Are there people who have come into the Tech Foundry who never imagined themselves being an IT person?
I mean, that was me.
Okay.
That was me. And yes, there were other people who, and some people decide maybe it's not for them, right? But you don't know until you try. And I was just open to it, right? I'm like, you know what? I have to try, because if I don't try, I'm already failing. And so now I actually enjoy it. And even if it doesn't become your career, it helps with your quality of life.
That's great.
Mic drop.
I know. Total mic drop. I think we are done. Unless you want to say something, Shannon, that we have not covered.
No, we're excited to be at the Picknelly Adult and Family Education Center. Again, this is week 3 for us, and we just hope that people take advantage of the services that we have to offer. We're grateful, to you and Holyoke Community College for welcoming us and partnering with us to help raise awareness. And so just thank you.
Well, you're located at the perfect place, because you're right next to, you're downtown, you're next to public transportation. There's parking. So for people who maybe they don't think that they're ready for IT, right, but give it a chance. Yeah. Is that correct?
Yeah, and to come into the Tech Foundry's Tech Hub allows you to just kind of get the experience. It's a no judgment zone. You asked me what equity was, right? And what it meant to me. It's not giving everybody the same thing. It's about giving people what they need, right? So all of our services are tailored around the unique needs of those that we're serving. So again, if you don't know if it's for you, just come in and see us, sit in on a class, and see if you like it.
Are you having an event on December 6th?
So we are doing connectivity nights monthly. On December 12th, we start.
Oh.
So the second Tuesday of every month, we will be providing an opportunity. We're partnering with Comcast and Springfield Partners for Community Action. So from 4 to 6, people can register and come in and sign up for free or discounted internet service.
What does that mean? Free or discounted? Like Comcast would
so there is
people,
yes.
Can I go? Because I pay almost $100 for internet. $85 a month. I should complain. I love you, Comcast. They help fund us.
Yes.
Yes.
So it's through the Affordable Connectivity Plan and Comcast Internet Essentials. There are opportunities. There are qualifying factors. You have to live in a certain area, and there's an income range. But a lot of people qualify that don't know that they would. So it ends up being either free or discounted internet service, or sometimes cellular service. So there's some options.
That's really important.
Yes.
That's really,
so if we're expecting people to use the computer, we also need to help them get connected and give them a device to use.
Exactly.
So
So the second Tuesday of every month is connectivity afternoon
nights from 4 to 6.
From 4 to 6. Yep. You got to register online first at thetechfoundry.org.
So we have our own special website, techhubmass.net. So TECHMASS.net. Tech Hub, TECHHUB, mass.net.
Okay, what did we say?
Techhubmass.net.
Okay, techhubmass.net.
Yes.
But you are connected with the Tech Foundry.
Yes, we are. Yes.
Are you Tech Foundry, or are you
we're Tech Foundry. Yeah, so it's a program of Tech Foundry. And if you go to the techfoundry.org, you will be able to find
the Holyoke
Tech Hub.
It's like a
we're
bank
integrated.
That has different.
Yeah,
kind of. Except we're not here at the Tech Hub. We're not here to push people into IT like careers. We're here to get them up to speed with just what's happening around us, right? Helping them learn how to use technology to make their life easier. A lot of people use it for like medical reasons, right? If you have to find a doctor near you, or working on a portal, getting email, even like a lot of government assistance nowadays, you have to do it online, or they have an app for it. We're here to help people learn how to do that. Right. So it's
that's so fundamental.
That's exactly what we're here for, is the fundamentals, right? If you're having a problem with your phone, if you're having a problem with your laptop or your computer, or whatever it is, come in, and if we can help, we will, right? And if not, we're going to help you find a resource that can.
Oh, wow. How many people are here in Holyoke working at the Tech Hub?
At Tech Hub?
Yeah.
It depends. Some days we have 5 of us, sometimes 4, between 4 to 6 people.
But basically, the hours that you're open, somebody can come in with whatever issue they're having, technology based on their phone or on their computer. I know I'm repeating what you just said. Yeah, tablet. And then there's somebody there that can help and teach at the same time. So it's not like, oh, we're going to fix it for you. We're going to show you different ways of addressing that issue.
And sometimes the issue needs to be worked on for longer than the person can wait. So they'll have their device dropped off. We'll call them when it's ready. And when they come to pick it up, we will walk them through what we did, how to keep it from, like, if it was slow and needed to be cleaned up, like maybe there were too many applications or the storage space was full, whatever that looks like, we'll teach them what to do to avoid that in the future.
That's amazing. Does this cost money?
No, it's free.
Oh my goodness.
But we also teach other things like misinformation, how to be safe online. Like it's not always like how to use it, but like other things that people may need to know when using it, right? What information not to just give out. And I mean, we've even talked about getting like scam phone calls, right? It comes down to technology. It's like a wraparound service of technology.
Well, as we know, technology has also been used to spread lies, to put it that way, falsehoods.
Right.
And so if somebody is going in there saying, can I trust this website? Is that something you could help
with?
Yes,
we just did that class this afternoon. We have another one at 5:00 tonight.
Oh, okay.
So we call it, misinformation, or like you said, somebody's trying to, mislead you.
Yeah.
And how to
I just call it lies.
Yeah. How to be aware of that.
That rumors, spreading rumors, false information.
Is this picture really that person?
Yeah.
Well, with AI, with artificial intelligence, I've been reading that, like, someone can reproduce our faces and make us be saying things that we have never said.
Right.
And so how to protect against that? I mean, I know that we're really protecting ourselves right now because we're on video.
Yeah.
But just sort of basic, as you were saying, Lasharie, of how to keep safe in this, it just seems endless, like the universe itself, digital world,
right?
Of what it's capable of, the good that it's capable of doing, and the horrific that it's capable
that it can cause.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And I mean, we are new, so we're still developing like these workshops. We're trying to get as much feedback from the community as to what they need. What do they want to learn, right? And so over time, the more feedback we get, the more that we can meet people where they are to give them the help that they need.
I'd like to thank you both for taking the time to come here and talk about the Tech Hub that's right here. It just seems like it's a gem. It's a beautiful, beautiful gift here in Holyoke. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.